For centuries, boys have gone through epic trials as a rite of passage to manhood. To become a man,
You have to go through a rite of passage.
today we do not have any of these daring or life-changing ceremonies to prove that we have become men. The world has changed, and with it, our rite of passage must change also. We now have to face countless trials instead of just one, and there is no finish line telling us that we are now men. Our rite of passage has become a battle between us and our own personal demons. It is a war to see if we truly are the masters of our own lives. And it'll be the hardest thing we will ever have to do. But we will walk into the refiner's fire because we have no other choice. We cannot run, we cannot hide, because there's too much resting on our shoulders. But what is our modern rite of passage? Looking to the past, we can see 3 common steps in an ancient rite of passage ceremony, and we can use these to build our present rite of passage. Step 1, we must go through a phase of separation. We must leave behind the world and its comforts. We have to take our first step out of the nest. You can't begin your rite of passage living in your parents' basement, and you can't begin it stuck doom scrolling social media. We must leave behind the world and all of its comforts that keep us safe and also docile like a child. Step 2, we must face a mighty trial. In this step, we are no longer reliant on others. We strengthen ourselves both physically and mentally. We can think of this as our training montage that'll ultimately culminate in our final battle against our demons. This step will easily take the most time, but it is the most important to complete. You cannot leave until you become the master of yourself. You must leave behind all addiction, all weakness, all pride, all selfishness, and you have to overcome all ignorance. This is the trial that'll mold us into men. Step 3 is where we re-enter the world, now as men, no longer reliant on its comforts, but now we are the masters of ourselves. This is where we become the leaders, the teachers, the fathers that are able to train the next generation to be better than we are. It is not enough to change ourselves alone. We must help the tribe as a whole and use our new virtues to teach and provide a better life for those that rely on us. These 3 steps give us a solid foundation on what we need to do. Now, it is up to you to build your personal rite of passage. So, how do you start your journey? First, separate yourself from the world. And you can decide how best you need to do this, whether that's leaving your parents' basement, leaving the city for the countryside, or simply turning off your phone and your computers. Essentially, take yourself away from your current comforts. Once you have done this, start to train yourself mentally and physically to beat your demons. Truly reflect on your life and see what are your weaknesses. It could be addiction. It could be selfishness. It could be a fear of failure. It could be a physical limitation, or any number of other things. Find what your main weakness is and start your journey to overcome it. And once you have overcome that weakness, start on the next one. Repeat this until you are satisfied with your journey, until you've reached all of your goals. Note that how you overcome these trials is based on you, but feel free to seek out advice from others who have overcome that same trial previously. After you have successfully rebuilt yourself and become the true master of your life, it is time to re-enter the world. Find a way to help those around you, whether it's your family, your friends, or your community. Use what you have learned and apply it. Help those in need. Help the next generation. The world needs more men and leaders, even if it says it doesn't. Be the man that is willing and able to step up to the plate. And know that this is a hard process. But if it was easy, we would never learn anything from it. This is your best opportunity to become the man that you want to be. And if you found this video helpful or inspiring, please share it with your friend that you want to go on this journey with. And I wish you luck on your rite of passage.